Hi, this is Shivathmika, and we are here to present our project food demo. So, for this, first we need to connect to VPN, which I've already done, and we need to start our Tomcat. So, after this, this is our first page, login Java servlet page. So, here we'll be taking username and password as metrics, and we'll be passing this to our login page, and then we'll get an output if the login and password are, if the username and password are same, like exists in the table, we'll be getting the output as yes colon the pass id. If if the login details are wrong, then we'll be getting output as no. Here is a demo for that. So this is how it looks like. So here we have given JSmith and Lorem123 as a username and password, and we got yes1 as output because we have it in our login page. So see, JSmith and Lorem123 are in our login page. So we got the pass ID. So the next page we're gonna talk about is info.jsp page. In this, we'll be having we'll be connecting to the database, and then we'll be executing a query which connects passenger and point accounts, where we'll be getting output name and total points, giving PID as our input. So this is how the page looks like. So here in the for the info.jsp page, we are giving PID as 1. So that we'll be getting John, and 1500 is the total points for that pass ID. So coming to flights.jsp.
I'm Abhishek, and I'll be talking about the flights.jsp file. So in this file, we'll be querying the flights and passenger table. We'll be so we'll be getting all the details of the flights. Uh, Here we'll be passing the passenger ID as one, and these are the details that we'll be getting for passing it. So this is the flight ID and the destination and all other attributes that we'll be getting from the flights.jsp file. So then this is the flight details.jsp file. Here we will be getting all the detail. We'll be giving flight ID as the input and flight ID as the input, and we'll be getting all the details about the flights. So it will be the department date, time, arrival date, time, and other attributes. And this is the output we'll be getting. We'll be giving the flight ID as FL 001, and these are the this is the output we'll be getting with that JSP file. And then this is the award IDs.jsp file. Here we'll be using passenger ID as the input and a redemption history table and passengers table. We'll be getting different award IDs, distinct award IDs from that as the output. And this is the output in the browser window. So upon giving the passenger ID as one, we got 5 hash 7 hash as the output.
Hello, this is Mahitha, and I'll be talking about the rest of the JSP files. So first, in redemption details file, we'll be taking award ID and passenger ID as the input. And in the SQL query, we'll be joining 4 tables, which are awards, redemption history, exchange centers, and passengers. And we'll be getting the output, the details about the award description, points required, redemption date, and exchange center. And then here, when we give the award ID as 5 and passenger ID as 1, we'll be getting the following details. And next, I'll be talking about the get passenger IDs file. So here we'll be taking passenger ID as the input, and in this query, we'll be getting all the passenger IDs except the input ID. So when we run this on the browser, here I'll be taking the passenger ID as 1, and it gives the output as follows. And then coming to transfer points JSP file, here we'll be taking source PID and destination PID and number of points as the input. So in the SQL query, first the number of points will be deducted from the source PID and then added to the destination PID. And when the SQL statement is successful, we'll be getting the output as transaction successful. And here, this is the page. So when we give the input as SPID as 1 and destination PID as 2, and the number of points is 100, we'll be getting the output.
So when we check that with the point accounts, it was 1400. It is 1400 now, and when we run it, and when we recheck the points table, it is deducted to 1300 now, and this is increased to 2700. And now we'll be explaining about our Android app.
So this is our Java code on the for the Android app. We have 7 Java files for the app that we have created, and this is the main activity Java file, where we will be giving username and password to the login servlet, and we'll be getting the passenger ID as the result of it. We'll be passing this passenger ID as an intent to the next Java file. And the next Java file would be the main activity 2 file. So this is for the home page of our app. So this is the home page of our app, and this will be redirecting us to various Android activities that our app is going to perform. The activities are the activities will include fetching the flight details, getting to know all the flights that are available. We can get the redemption information of the points that have been secured by each passenger. We can also transfer the points from one passenger to another passenger, and we also have a function to exit the app.
And coming on to the main activity 3, here our intent will be passenger ID. And when we pass this passenger ID to the flights .jsp file, we'll be getting all the details of the flights. And in our main activity 4, here we'll be passing the passenger ID as an intent to our flights.jsp file. So we'll be getting the details of all the flights, and we'll be storing that in the spinner. And then when you select a particular flight ID from the spinner, the flight ID will be given as input to the flight details.jsp file, where we'll get the details of all the flights.
So main activity 5 deals with awards. So the intent here is taken this passenger ID will be given as input to the award IDs.jsp, where we'll be getting all the award IDs. These award IDs are then sent to spinner, in which we'll be selecting any one of the award ID. From that particular award ID, and the passenger ID will be given as inputs to redemption history, redemption details.jsp. So here we'll be getting the output, and that will be printed in text view. And when it comes to main activity 6, here we'll be using get passenger IDs page, and we'll be passing the pass ID for this particular page, and we'll be getting all the other PIDs which will be stored in spinner 3, and then we'll be selecting one of the pass ID from this spinner 3 that will be given as input here. So the pass ID which we got as intent, and the pass ID which we have selected from the spinner will be given as input, and the endpoints is given as input in the edit text here. So all these are given as input for the transfer points.jsp page, where it transfers the points from source PID to destination. So if the transaction is successful, we'll get a toast specifying that transaction is successful, otherwise transaction unsuccessful. So here is a demo of our page of our app. So we'll be using the same user name and password that is used earlier, that is jsmith and Lauren one. So if you log in, we'll get into the home page. Here we'll be displaying the name, the image of the particular passenger and the points he has. So when we go to flight details, here we'll be displaying all the flight details the particular passenger has, and then all flights. So here we'll be selecting the flight numbers, so that the details of that particular flight is printed below. And then the redemption info here, we'll select the award ID, so that that particular award description, number of points needed, and the exchange center details, everything are printed below. And then transfer points. Um, since the source PID is already 1, so we'll be selecting a particular destination PID to something like that, a number of points, let's say 100. uh, so when we click transfer points, the points get deducted. So before it was 1320 700. Now after the so I think it takes some time for the commit. So yeah, now the transaction is successful actually. So yeah, it got detected 2 times. So this is how our app works. Thank you.